Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and in this particular video I'm going to be listening to George Harrison. Of course, he was a member of the Beatles, and I'm familiar with the Beatles music, but I have not heard George Harrison on his own. I don't think I've ever heard him on his own. This song is called "The Art of Dying," and I think there can be an art to dying. Let's see if we agree on this. 2014 remaster, George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. Well, I agree on that point. I like the sound of the music, but it's overwhelming his voice, which I never like. I shouldn't say I never like it. Sometimes it's okay, but most of the time I want to hear the vocalist. I want to hear the singer. I can hear him, but not that well because the music, the instruments are too loud. Um, but it's good in a way. But it definitely sounds like the Beatles to me. It's reminiscent, particularly of a song that I can't quite uh, think of the name of it, but there's something that this sounds very familiar. Like that. I think we have come to the end. We're fading out. Uh, Yeah, very good. I wish I could hear his voice better. I can hear it, but I wish I could hear it more clearly, at least in some portions of the song. You know, if they'd backed off the instrumentation a little bit for a section so we could hear just the voice or mostly just the voice, that would have been a good idea. Maybe the remaster isn't as good as one of the others. I'm not sure. Good song. Certainly reminded me of the Beatles. Sound very much Beatle-like in terms of the music. Good drumming. The instrumentation was great. I enjoyed it. If there were no lyrics and without the voice, you could just listen to the music, and it's wonderful. But since there are lyrics and a voice, I'd like to hear it more clearly. That's all I'm saying. Let's have a look at the lyrics separately now. I should have mentioned this while we were still looking at the album cover, but why was he surrounded by gnomes? What a strange picture. But it was an interesting one, an interesting cover. I love the covers of albums, especially the old albums. I've got a few of them behind me here. I change them every once in a while from my old album collection. I have lots of CDs too, but they were okay, but not quite as good as the album covers. And now everybody's streaming except for yours truly. But let's have a look at the lyrics. The art of dying. There'll come a time, there'll come a time when all of us must leave here. Then nothing Sister Mary can do will keep me here with you. And as nothing in this life that I've been trying could equal or surpass the art of dying. Do you believe me? I don't know yet. Yeah, nothing Sister Mary can do anyway. We're born to die. That's the whole point. Nature is all about uh, life and death. It's the cycle or the circle, isn't it? It's that's just what happens. Everything that is living will eventually die. Um, even non-living things will die, in a sense. The mountains will disappear. Then they might reform, but they will disappear again. There'll come a time when all your hopes are fading, when things that seemed so very plain become an awful pain. Searching for the truth among the lying, and answered when you've learned the art of dying. Uh, all right, that will come when your hopes are fading. Hopes for what? I'm not sure. If you hoped for everlasting life, that is a hope you should have outgrown. But when things that seem so very plain become an awful pain, maybe uh, things you thought you knew, you find out you didn't really know. I'm not sure. But you're still with me. But if you want it, then you must find it. But when you have it, there'll be no need for it. I'm not sure what the it he's talking about here is. It's interesting, but I'm not entirely sure. There'll come a time when most of us return here, brought back by our desire to be a perfect entity. So some belief believe in reincarnation. Maybe that's what he's talking about here. Returning after death, because he's talking about the art of dying. Looking at the stanza before that, I'm still not sure, but you're still with me. But if you want it, then you must find it. No, no, no. But this one may be living through a million years of crying until you've realized the art of dying. So returning and returning until you become that perfection or whatever. Do you believe me? No, I don't. Because there is no Mary. Well, there's lots of Marys, actually. I have a cousin Mary, but not the Mary he's talking about. And I don't believe in reincarnation either. So, and speaking of a liar, Mary was. But nevertheless, do I believe him? No. I believe there is an art of dying, but I'm not sure that it's in here. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe that stanza, if I understood what he was trying to say there about the it, would be helpful. But my guess is maybe not from the other lyrics. I think he's in the wrong direction for me. Uh, Certainly, all of the faiths and the idea of reincarnation don't match with my thoughts at all. Don't match with the evidence either. So I think there's some problems there. But I like the title, "The Art of Dying," and yeah, I'd be interested to listen to more of this album, perhaps, just to see where he's going. Are they related to this, or are they completely different songs? I don't know. Uh, I thought this was a good song in many ways, but I'm not sure that it separated them all that much from the Beatles in terms of the sound, in terms of the music, and of course, I can't really agree too much with the lyrics. So it's a good song. I can't go further than that. Let me know if you'd like to hear anything else from George Harrison by himself, or the Beatles, or anyone else. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.